So, this message, this little intuitive talk is for my light workers, okay? It's for my light beings, my light benders, okay? So, a few things have come about with clarity. Okay, wait. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Intuitive Mom. Let me, okay. There we go. Hello. Once again, mid smoke. Okay, all right. Hey y'all, hey. Okay, so I am hello Lori. All right, so I have like a message, right? Okay, first of all, y'all, I had to go share it on Twitter. I am back at my old at my intuitive mom at I'm using that one again. I guess I was just supposed to delete all my tweets and go back to that one. So I just want to share it. I haven't followed anybody. Twitter did its thing to make me pay for the subscription so that I can be verified. So I am using my old Twitter. Okay. I'm using my old Twitter, but I'm not following anybody. I don't have any followers. Right, I revived her. But the crazy part is like if you search intuitive mom, all of the ads are still there. Um, that's EC. That's my baby Gabby. Okay. She's about hello. Okay, so it really just like clicked to me, right? My sister was reading to me earlier. And of course my sister was reading to me. And then after we got off the phone, for the last couple days, I have been. So my sister is reading a mother book to me, right? I love it. I love it. And she was saying how the divine mother had merged, right? New name, who this? Okay, confirmation. New name, who this? Confirmation on that one, right? Let's see what the affirmations say. I refuse to let overthinking ruin my happiness, and I love myself even though I'm not perfect. Okay, that's what the affirmations say. So, anywho, this video is about twin flames, and it's about light workers, and it is about your deity and how the darkness will try to destroy your twin flame relationship at all costs. Okay, at all costs. So, oh Lord, been talking all day. Let me put my oils on. Exactly. So, very interesting. I was just looking at oils. Actually, I was looking at ouds, which are a form of oils for my twin flame and for my deity. Okay. And so, oh my goodness, this is just so enlightening to me. And I was like, I can't wait to share it. So, your name is very important. Okay? Your name is very, very important. I'm going to start there, right? The name that we give ourselves, like these et names and these, avatars that we make online, they're very important. I'll just say that. If you want to upgrade yourself at any point or any time, it's very important that you do that by first adopting a new name. Okay? A new name. Divine will give you a inkling, a push as you upgrade yourself. And I'm really talking to my light workers. I am talking to my light workers, okay? Um our job is not to stay at this level. It is actually to go up the steps. You cannot let anybody or anything box you in to who you were at a week ago, a month ago, a day ago. We are constantly shedding old skin, old ideas, old thoughts, and birthing a new being, a new baby, a new creation, a new avatar, right? Based off of the level that we are at, right? And so it's important that what we are being called is not what we are being remembered by a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago. If we have upgraded from that being, that level, right? Now, I did a reading the other day. I did a live reading for the new moon, right? And I said that, I said something along the line about a funeral, giving death to your old self, having a funeral for your old self, your old ideas, your old thoughts, your old avatars, right? And you are literally having a funeral and killing off, unaliving, sorry YouTube, unaliving old thoughts, old ideas, and old you, right? Darkness, darkness wants to keep it as a ghost, okay? I have literally been seeing, thank you, Lori, okay? I have literally been seeing, oh my goodness, I've been seeing gay days, right? And gay days, that is, if y'all aren't familiar with gay days, then okay, that's in the line of voodoo, voodoo, right? There we go. And I went to sleep. I went to sleep with a headache, like a migraine, a migraine, right? And I know that I have been having this migraine because in my physical body, because my mind needed to rest and process some of the new information that I was getting, right? Instead of like just jumping in and just sharing it right away, it was like process this information, right? And I have been seeing gay days, and today when I seen the last one, right? When I seen the last one, I had asked the question because I'm not gonna get too far into that, right? I had asked the question. When I woke up, I was like, oh, I need to reach out to Mumbo, right? I asked them a question. And the answer that I received was not from the gay day. Let me explain this, right? Migraines, Lori said migraines have been a reoccurrence for a lot of people since last week, all intuitive people as well. Okay? Listen, when I asked the question to the gay day, I did not receive the answer from the gay day. I received the answer from my deity. Okay? From my deity. And I was like, oh, I need to, my first instinct was, I need to ask Mama a question. Right? And then I started processing the information that I have been receiving from my deity, right? And one of the last questions that I asked my deity yesterday at the altar was, why was I born in the United States? I can't make that up. That was the last question that I asked her, was, why was I born in the United States? When I woke up this morning, when I woke up this morning, I was supposed to go to work today, right? It wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. The way that the migraine was set up, right? It was literally as if light was shining through my eyeballs, and I just was like, I cannot, this light worker cannot be in those people building today, right? So we all took the day off. So we all took the day off, okay? It's as if the light was shining through my eyes. And so earlier, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to sleep. I ate me some breakfast. And I usually don't eat breakfast and go back to sleep. I will go sit at the table. I will go read. I wait for my food to process, right? I ate me some breakfast. I didn't even eat my whole breakfast. I just ate enough where I felt as if it will stop my migraine, right? I took me some vitamins. I made me some, okay, them clients had me. Lori said them clients had her regretting today. You live and you learn. Okay, you live and you learn. The Divine Mother is gonna work that out for you. I'm telling you. I made me some tea today, right? Now, this is not a glass that I normally use. This is Eshu's glass. I do not drink out of my spirits glasses. I don't use this glass. This tea is still filled up too, right? It's still at the top. I made this tea, and I set this tea on the table, okay? And I went to sleep. I didn't drink none of this tea. I don't want to say nasty tea, but it's nasty tea, okay? So the quote on it says, breathe in peace, breathe out, and blessings to all, right? But this is not a glass. I don't know why I grabbed this glass. I mean, this cup. I don't know why I grabbed this cup. I would not normally use this cup. This is one of my altar cups. This is Eshu's cup, right? I set that right here next to my bed, and I went to sleep. I dreamed of my deity, my Eshu, and that gay day that I saw. Okay? So you never got to drink it before you went to, I never got to drink it before I went to sleep. And I slept for hours. Very peaceful. And I woke up and the migraine was gone. I dreamed of Eshu, I dreamed of my deity, and I dreamed of that gay day. And they answered 3 questions for me. They answered 3 questions for me. 1, why was I born in the United States? Okay? The gay day, the question that I had for the gay day, the response that I got was, in due time you will find out. My sister was reading to me. She had said something to me, and it clicked. It clicked. The Divine Mother, the answer that I asked the Divine Mother and that I asked Eshu, I really didn't ask Eshu a question. I really didn't ask him a question. He tends to just show up, right? And when I seen them, oh my goodness, it's almost as if y'all gonna be mad. Don't be mad. Y'all ain't gonna be mad. But y'all ain't gonna be mad. It's the people that's not light workers that are gonna be mad that I say this, right? It's as if Eshu and my deity were one. Like they were together. Like, not like get together like a love together, but it was a love. I felt love between them two. And it's as if it was mother and father. Okay? It's as if it was husband and wife. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But then my sister started reading this book to me. And as we talking, a lot of stuff just started clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking. So that answer from the Deity was, you gonna find out. You about to find out. All right, light workers. This is not a term that I don't think I've ever really said to myself. I never was like, okay, I'm a light worker, right? I never really said that. When people try to what you call that? Title me, I just be like, I'm a spiritual. I'm a human having a spiritual experience, or whatever the case is, or I'm a spirit having a human experience. There you go, right there. I'm a human having a spiritual experience. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. I don't know where I fall into that. I'm a medium. I'm a tarot reader. I'm a Reiki healer. I'm a book reader. I'm all of that, right? I never really looked into being a light worker, right? Other people call me a light worker, and I just be like, am I a light worker? Good night, my love. Can I have a hug? Okay. Okay, you got it. So other people will call you a light worker, right? Now, there's some placements in Androids that I have to look it up again. You know, yeah, you're right. It's funny you say that, right? So me and my sister deep in conversation, right? Because we jumped subjects. And we was on the phone for a good minute. She was reading this Vedic astrology thing, and it said that something about Scorpio and Sagittarius being in a Scorpio and Sagittarius degree of your planet, right? First degree Scorpio, first degree Sagittarius, last degree Scorpio. That these people are, you know, we got a different job to do, right? So I have this Sagittarius stellum, Scorpio stellum thing, right, going on in my 12th house. I'm a 12th house riser, and which is very, let me not say very rare, but it's rare, right, when you a 12th house riser. And I had a reading done by somebody. Okay, Candace Starr. I had a reading done by her. And she was like, you're a light worker. You know, like the gods are very pleased with what it is that you're doing. And then I had drama come up, right? And they was like, I hate you light worker ass bitches, right? And I'm like, a light worker? I'm a bend it like Beckham head asshole? Okay, I got it. I accept it. I accept it, right? And my sister really clarified light workers to me, right? Light workers walk into the darkest of the darkest tunnels, right? They walk into some of the darkest of the darkest tunnels. They travel down roads that people will run away from. They will run away from. So it's important that you know who you are when you're walking down certain roads, okay? And you know who you have with you. This is why darkness wants to destroy your twin flame relationship. Is because when you come into union with your twin flame, aka your deities, your ascended masters, your ancestors, your spirit guides, when you come into union with them, meaning that you are one with them. Your twin flame is not somebody or something outside yourself. It is literally your soul mate. It is a part of your soul incarnated, rebirth on this earth to assist you as you walk down those dark paths. Darkness wants to trip you up and wants to stop you and keep you from coming into union with your deities, with your gods, with your ascended masters, aka all of your twin flames, right? Your Shakti energy. They want to keep you from doing that so that you can fail on your birth mission, on your soul mission, on your soul journey. If I let darkness wins, that means that I am not doing my job. I am not healing. I am not bending the darkness, the light, to be rich, to be wealthy, to be healthy, to be successful, to be smart, knowledgeable, have wisdom, to help my family heal, to break generational curses. I am not doing that. Let me give y'all an example. Okay? Let me give y'all an example real quick, right? You come in contact with darkness, right? These an example with darkness real quick, right? My example, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me, right? All of y'all, we already did. We went down these same roads. I had a bad teacher. Right? My teacher wanted us to, the thing that made me really start, let me further research this. Lilith energy, right? We was at the Lilith energy. She giving us these Lilith, like telling us this stuff about Lilith placement and da 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 da, right? So I have a Lilith in Cancer, okay? So she starts saying all of these things, and I'm just like, no, I want to be a good mother. She said, bruh, it's always Lilith. It's always Lilith, okay? And she started giving us these things that was making me very uncomfortable as a woman that had experienced sexual trauma. Okay? Sexual trauma. And it made me start being very uncomfortable because I am definitely I was, not am. Okay? Grew from this. Was. I gotta use the was and the am correctly in this sentence. I experienced sexual trauma that was out of my control at a very early on age, right? And okay, it was nothing that I could do about it. I cannot blame my mother. I cannot blame my father. I cannot blame the other adults that may have been involved or that have maybe been around, right? I can't blame those people. I can't even blame myself. This was literally darkness upon my family. Okay? That person that did that, they got an entity attached to them. They still got an entity attached to them, right? But as a light worker, let me tell y'all how this shit went down. As a light worker in this family, had I stayed at that Lilith energy, I wouldn't have been able to speak my story. I would have been like, you just gotta use that energy to get what you want out of these niggas now. Like, fuck these niggas, Like, I wouldn't have been able to use my story in a more healing way, right? So fast forward, I'm an adult. I come across Lilith in full form, right? I got a friend. Without telling a friend business, right? I got a friend. Full form Lilith head ass, right? It's crazy work. At the same time that I became friends with this woman is at the same time that I was learning about Lilith from this bad teacher. And I should have condoned what my quote unquote friend was doing. But I was like, ah, man, she a bad mom. She a bad mom. And in order for her to be around me, you got to be a good mom. So what I started doing was I started getting the kids together, right? With her included. Like, nah, bitch, you can help me organize this birthday party. And you want to be, okay, motherfucking Aquarius. If I do something, your ass gonna do it too. So I'm like, I'm throwing my kids' birthday parties. Not only am I throwing my kids' birthday parties, I'm doing holiday celebrations in the neighborhood. I'm over here feeding the kids. And so it made her get her ass up. It made her get her ass up and start doing shit for her kids as well too. Not only just her kids, but she want to be around me, okay? Because darkness always want to be around the light. Darkness always want to be around the light. If you a light worker and you attract a lot of dark energy towards you, a lot of dark energy, bobblehead bitches and friends and shit, it's because this is one way to recognize that you are a light worker. You just got to know how to start doing your job properly, okay? You cannot let them trick you out of your spot. You got to trick them into your spot. You got to trick them onto the boat. Like, bitch, no, come on. Some days they ain't gonna want to get up and feed their kids. You gotta be like, hey, look, I'm about to start barbecuing early as hell. Y'all get over here. They're like, damn. And sometimes you gotta wean them in with a little weed, a little alcohol, all of that shit. This sounds crazy, but this is what light workers do. Bitch, I got the bottle over here. I got the weed over here. I got the motherfucking setup over here. Come on. I tricked all my friends into doing shrooms one day. We all was in this bitch crying. Bitch, we are about to heal this shit any way that we fucking can. And that's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. Okay? That's how you have to do it. We got all of them. We got all of them in over here wearing oils, over here burning candles. And I'm like, no, we ain't doing none of that Jezebel ass shit. We ain't doing none of that Jezebel ass shit. No, y'all want to do abundance rituals? We not calling on deities. What we gonna do is we gonna work on this motherfucking Jupiter placement. We gonna work on this motherfucking Saturn placement and Venus. But I be trying to stay away from Venus when I'm dealing with bobbleheads, okay? Because they get tricky. Anybody that work with too much Venus energy, I be like, God bless you, I'm a Venus Scorpio. They be whooping my ass. Venus Libra Scorpio at that, okay? Venus she be like, bitch, you better not do that ritual. You better not. So I be like, y'all know we gonna work with Saturn. Saturn pays you, okay? Pay you loan money. We gonna work with Jupiter. Jupiter gonna be in little complications, but they gonna bring you loan money, okay? We gonna work where whatever you have in the second house, that's what we gonna be working with. That's how you teach bobbleheads how to get their shit together, okay? And this is how I got my bobblehead ass together, okay? I wasn't always okay. I'm a light worker. People put that term on me. I didn't put that term on me. People put that term on me. They seen the light in me. They was like, oh, she fuck with Kali Maa. She a dark divine feminine. I don't know what Kali Maa y'all looking at. I don't know what Kali Maa y'all looking at. Kali Maa is the brightest, lightest thing in the book. What you talking about? What you talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What you talking about? And that's the problem. Okay, no, I ain't gonna touch on that problem. I ain't gonna touch on that problem. But anyway, so it was Lilith that I was like, no, you know what? Let me find out how to clear this energy, because this is wild energy, right? This is some wild ass energy. Now, back to the twin flame shit, right? Back to the twin flame. All right. So when you start finding out who your deities are, right, and you start placing those deities in the house of your astrology chart, right, and you start saying, oh, for example, right, Lilith, right? We gonna start with Lilith. I have a Lilith in Cancer. Now, all of my, this is how my chart is set up. Okay, this is how my chart is set up. All of my water placements are in water houses, but it's not that water house. So let's say I have fourth house, right? My fourth house is not it's not Cancer. I don't have a natural chart, meaning that Aries is in the first house, Taurus is in the second house, Gemini is in the third house, Cancer is in the fourth house. I don't have a natural chart, right? I've said my placements on here so many times, and if you know how to calculate, y'all can figure out what my chart is, okay? 12th house, I have Scorpio, okay? I have a Scorpio in the 12th house. That is a Pisces house, right? So from Scorpio, you can figure out the rest of the shit, right? Now, let me break y'all chart down for y'all real quick, right? So let's say that you have Capricorn in the 12th house, right? You have Capricorn in the 12th house. You have Aquarius in the first house. You have Pisces in the second house, right? You have Aries in the third house. You have Taurus in the fourth house. So on, so on, so on, so on, so on, right? Y'all just do your chart, right? You can find your deities. You can find your deities just by doing your chart. You can begin to find your deities by doing your chart. When you start having a relationship with your deity, now let me go back to minds, right? Minds. So you find your head deity by the highest degree in your chart. The highest degree in your chart. So my highest degree in my chart is Saturn. Saturn. That's the highest degree in my chart. Okay? Kali is that form of Saturn for me. Every time that I am so far out on a limb and I need a lifeline, it's almost as if, and I don't care what type of limb this is. This could be me. I don't know how to explain it. The number of the degree, right? Yes, Lori. The number of the degree. Okay. I have my phone right here. This is Twin Flame 101. No, I'm not gonna show y'all my chart, but I love my astrology chart. Like, be like, ooh, you is so smart. Okay. Okay. All right. So, I like, my highest degree is my sun sign, which is also my Saturn sign, which is also my Mercury and my rising sign, right? All of it is same sign, right? But they 1 degree away from each other. So my sun sign, so I'll do my sun sign. Okay? So my highest degree is Scorpio. It's in Scorpio, right? My lowest degree is also in Scorpio as well too, right? All sitting in the house that it's in, right? So when I go and I am looking look up. All right. So the nakshatra that my sign is in, right, is, it breaks down to the eldest. The eldest. Okay? It is associated with the constellation of Scorpio. Kali is the name of the goddess and also known as Kali Mata, Kali Diva, a powerful, fierce form of goddess Parvati. Okay? When you are looking at this, I did not know anything about none of this. First, I knew about Kali. All I knew is that a form of Kali came, right? A form of Kali came, Tara. She came to me in her most calmest, coolest form ever, right? And she said, um, what did she tell me? Spiritual acknowledgement or spiritual growth or something like that, right? And I just was like, okay, what does that mean? So I just took it as if I'm going on a spiritual journey, right? And as time went on, every single religion, not spiritual practice, but it is a spiritual practice, but I'm not talking about hoodoo. When I'm talking this, I'm not talking about hoodoo. I'm talking about voodoo, Christianity. I'm talking about Buddhism. I'm talking about Taoism. I'm talking about Hinduism. I'm talking about, all these different pantheons that I tapped into, right? Every last single one of them is always a mother deity that, come here. They what is that Mortal Kombat? What's that Mortal Kombat avatar that be like, come here, get over here. That was my favorite one too. Okay, that was my favorite avatar on Mortal Kombat, and I can't think of his name. Okay, let me look his ass up. Oh, his name better not be Scorpion. Scorpion. His name is Scorpion. I can't make that shit up. The one to be like, come here, get over here. Okay, Scorpion. That is exactly how I feel when I am pulling too far away from my twin. Okay, when I'm pulling too far away from my twin. Now, listen. The energy, why was I born in the United States? Okay? Why was I born in the United States? Y'all born in the United States too. If y'all ain't born in the United States, y'all right here in the United States. Y'all on this right here. Y'all watching a woman from the United States. Okay? But I think all y'all from the United States. That was one of the I don't know why I asked that, but it just came out. It just came out because, man, yesterday I just was feeling like I don't know the words to put that would be proper for how I was. I didn't feel disgusted with like myself or like what I was doing. I just felt annoyed. I felt annoyed with people that just don't know their full potential. Like even me. Even me, when I slip up and I forget, my full potential and I start doing the free will thing, right? I just be like, oh my goodness, it's the United States thing. If I was born in a different country, I would have so much more discipline. And so the Divine Mother had told me yesterday, my deity, okay, Callie had told me yesterday, she was like, I put you in the United States, one, so that you can help the people that are here, you know, remember a part of their path, right? And it's okay. And then also so that, you know, it's a reason. It's a reason. I haven't fully touched on that, but it's a reason why I'm in the United States of America. Okay? And I was supposed to give birth to certain children, which I've done, so that they can be in the United States and continue on with the lessons that, you know, that I'm teaching them. That they continue on with the lessons that I'm teaching them. Okay? Now they also gonna have free will on whether or not they wanna, you know, teach these lessons as well. But my God, okay, it has been hard. It has been hard. I have literally like sat at the altar and I have said that why is it so hard for me to just be with God like every day. And the deities have told me numerous of times, like, you're not far from us. We are within you. We are your soulmates. We are a part of you, right? So my sister read this passage to me earlier. And she was like, oh my God, it just gets me every time. And I've heard it a few times, right? It says that Shiva and Parvati are twin flames, but Kali and Shiva are soulmates. Now, Kali and Parvati and, you know, Sati and, well, I'm gonna throw Sati in there, but Parvati and Kali Maa is the same person. They the same Shakti, right? They the same one. So that just tells me that our soul has a different mission than our physical being too, right? It has a different mission than us. But we collectively working together. Okay, we working together. But man, free will is crazy. Free will is crazy. I really wish that, you know, I'm saying I wish, I'm grateful. Okay, God, I'm grateful. I gotta stop saying I wish. But I'm like, I had so much discipline in past lives. I had so much fucking discipline. And in one particular life, I was a disciplinarian. Like, I follow rules. Now I'm just like, the United States is so goddamn free. Like, it's so free. It's no rules where you have to stop everything. You have to pray. And that's the type of, that's literally the type of life that I want. I want to stop at a certain time during the day and pray. When I have a brick and mortar restaurant, we stop it at a certain time and we gonna pray. There's no shut down. Pray. Food truck. Stopping at a certain time and we praying. Okay? It's no we're not doing all we're not gonna, you know, like, oh my goodness. Just so that we can help the people remember. And the food is gonna be so good that people are going to come and they gonna know, like, oh no, hey, y'all gotta get over there before 12 o'clock. Right? That's the beauty of being here, that devotion to want to do these things. Lori said, but I think that's the beauty of being here, the devotion of to want to do these things. That right there, the want. And that right there is what puts you in union with your twin flame. you wanting to be in union with your twin flame. Because our twins, they have discipline. They have discipline. They're spiritual beings bringing us messages from the spiritual realm. It's not anything that is, it's not another man, it's not another woman, or anything like that. Our twin flames have literally been through so many cycles of birth and death, and you know, they experienced it. They experienced a lot more than we have, and they're in different rounds. Now, title of this video is that darkness wants to destroy those relationships at all costs. At all costs. It's important that we know what part of our journey that we are on. Hoodoo, right? Hoodoo has, oh my goodness. I've been thinking about this for a couple days. I don't say anything bad about Hoodoo, right? Because Hoodoo has literally gotten me through a lot of trauma. It's also put me in a lot of drama too, right? But it's gotten me through a lot of trauma. Okay? It's just dirty work. It's dirty work. It's dirty work. Somebody might not understand my slang when I am saying dirty work, but I'm using this with the I'm using this as a term of endearment. I be like, that's nasty work, right? Y'all know how somebody look at something and they be like, damn, that shit nasty as hell, but they be saying like it's clean. They'll say it's clean. They say it's nasty. You know, Hoodoo is like that for me, right? I'm a very powerful being. Okay, my words are spells. They are spells, straight up. If that's the environment, that's what I'm saying. I'm a very powerful being, right? Hoodoo has unalived a lot of things that has stood in my way of my way of clearing the path. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. All right. Hey, boo. What's up? Oh, okay, he ain't. Oh, hold on one second, y'all. Okay. So Hoodoo has cleared cleared the path for a lot of shit, right? Now, a few downloads that I have gotten over the years have been very dark. Okay. One of the downloads that I remember that I had received, and it was in my form in my when I was doing a lot of Hoodoo, right? Let me oh my goodness, I'm gonna touch on this so deep. I think. Do I want to touch on that tonight? Oh man, I don't want to be on here too long. Okay, I really don't want to. Voodoo is such a topic. So All right. It's dirty work. It's dirty work. Let me give y'all examples of some hoodoo stuff, right? Um, that I've done, right? Do I want to give examples on this shit? Because if y'all ain't doing this, I don't want y'all to go and do this. Okay? You have to be very, very cautious with doing hoodoo, because one thing about um hoodoo is the return to sender is, it's like an active truth spell that don't stop. The karma of doing hoodoo is so wild. It does not matter if somebody booked you to do it or if you're just doing it for your protection. Okay? It doesn't matter. The karma is always returning back to sender and requesters. It does not miss. It does not miss. It does not miss. It does not miss. There's no way to use hoodoo to break your karma. You have to get into a religion and deal with and confront, not confront in a rah-rah way, but you have to get into a religion. Because hoodoo is not a religion. It is a practice. It's the same as being a chiropractor, as a Reiki healer, as a doctor, as a, I don't know, a fucking engineer, an alchemist. That's hoodoo, right? It's the same as being that, you know? And then you have religion practice where you are a doctor and you're a doctor, you give blood to people, right? Okay? We're gonna throw Muslim in here, right? Muslims don't take blood from other people when they need a blood infusion, right? But you're a doctor and you give blood infusions. You're not going to bring your religion into the doctor office. If this person need a blood infusion, you're gonna tell them like, hey, you need a blood infusion. You can't really be like, well, I'm Muslim and I can't give you a blood infusion. You're not saying that. You're not even bringing that into the patient room. You get what I'm saying? So if somebody book you and say, hey, I need blood on ABC day, guess what that doctor gonna do? Regardless of their religion, they're gonna give you blood on ABC day. Now, that doctor, when that doctor dies, there's going to be a consequence, or while that doctor is alive, there's going to be a karmic consequence that has to be a karmic consequence, or a debt, DEBT, that has to be paid. That doctor may experience some type of some type of sickness, or it might not come in the form of sickness. They might end up losing a job at some point, or they experience some type of loss in their finances. Now the hospital that they work at is cutting the pay, and that doctor's pay is affected. Ultimately, it's a debt that needs to be paid. It might not show up the same way, but it is going to show up. For example, you book a person. I never done this, but it's been done to me. You book a person. No, I ain't gonna get that example. Bam. This has never been done to me. Hoodoo. You go to a hoodoo practitioner, right? And this practitioner is I'm not gonna throw their their religion into it, right? I'm not going to throw their religion into it. I'm just going to say that they're doing money rituals, right? They're doing money rituals for somebody, all right? You're doing money rituals. Hoodoo, right? So you got the candle, you got the herbs, you burning the ancestor money. Ancestor money. You burning the ancestor money, right? You doing a big thing for the collective. Okay? You doing a big thing for the collective. You burning ancestor money, you giving offerings. People pay to get into this ritual, right? They paid to be a part of this ritual. It works. It works. Hoodoo. It works. They getting money. You know, you got a client that's like, oh my goodness, I got $200. It was a blessing. I needed that to pay my light bill, right? I needed that to pay my light bill. So they came to you in January, right? They came to you in January. They came to you in February. You got a collective ancestor. I don't even want to say ancestor, but you got a collective money ritual going every month, right? Using hoodoo, meaning that there are no deities involved. It should be no deities involved when you're using hoodoo, especially if you're doing it for somebody else. It should be no deities involved. None. No deities. It should only be energy from either the planets or it should be energy from the earth. The earth. Not as a deity. Not Mother Earth as a deity, but the earth. Right? Because, I won't say because right now, but you're doing this collective ritual, right? Using hoodoo practices. You did not read on A client, B client, C client, D client, right? Now you got C client that's in a mix of all of this. C client, she go to work. She a stripper, right? She done stole mad money in this bitch. Mad money. She's stealing money from work. She's stealing money from wherever. She not paying her debts. She owe mad credit cards. She really don't take care of her kids per se. She can do better, you know. But she seemed very sweet online. Okay, she seems sweet online. She interact with you. She retweets your retweets. She always online. She catch your shit. She getting into your rituals. C client is fucking up the whole group. Because when you have a hoodoo, I ain't gonna throw the words. I ain't gonna throw that word in there. You have a ritual, everybody should have the same type of goals. The same goal. This bitch is not about to get the money and pay none of the motherfuckers that she done stole from. You know she not. Cause you don't even know she got this debt. You don't even know that. You get what I'm saying? So hoodoo becomes very messy. It becomes very messy. And especially as a practitioner who is a light worker. This is why it's important that, you know, our groups, I can't make this up. It's important that our groups are not so large to begin with, right? To begin with, when we are trying to help people, because people have other agendas amongst you when you are doing hoodoo, because they think that they have the same they think that they got the same path that you have, right? And you could be like, you know what, God gave me these God gave me these clients. Now you threw a deity in there. When you said that divine gave you these clients, you threw a deity in there. You asked for these clients, guess what? Those clients, not only are they there to help you, but they also there to teach you as well. Each one of my clients have taught me something. Each one have taught me something. Whether, you know, they was a paying client or a free client. Everybody that I've come in contact with have taught me something. Some of these motherfuckers taught me that I can't be doing work for everybody. I can't be putting everybody on my altar. I can't be praying for everybody in a way that manipulates their karma, that relieves them from their karma. Everybody got to clear their own shit. CYOC, bring your, CYOK, clear your own karma. Bring your own bag, bitch. Bring your own bag. Bring your own beer. Bring your own drink. Okay? You can come over to my house. We can drink together. But you got to show up with something in your hand. You got to show up with something in your hand. She like, bitch, I got the wine. I'm like, yeah, I got the rum. Bitch, pour us a cup. Oh, okay. Y'all, everybody pour out something for the ancestors. Don't drink shit in my house before you pour out something for the ancestors. I don't want to waste my liquor. Then, bitch, go home. Go home. Because your ancestor ain't about to be riding up here on my motherfucking coattail because I'm pouring shit out and you refuse to even pay debt to society. You get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? When I give people a gift, I always have an intention behind it. I always have an intention behind it. My intention is for you to start working with your own people. Not mine, for your own people. I want your deities to work with you. I'm never giving nobody a gift to attach to them. Ever. Ever. I'm never giving y'all no energy to attach. Like, no. No. If I gave you something, I literally want your... This is actually a great breakdown and explanation of what Hoodoo is. I be scared to... I'm not scared like, okay, I'm scared of the Hoodoo practitioners, but I be scared to speak up about certain things. Now, this is another thing too, right? No, I ain't gonna touch on that today. Okay. So, Hoodoo keeps you... It's okay to do Hoodoo when you need to do it. It's okay. But it's dirty work. It's dirty work. If you are putting people in the freezer, you are holding up the timeline to resolve that karma, that Maya, that energy. You are holding up the time. You don't want to deal with it right now? Okay, it's fine. That's easy. That's easy. But why you think God put you on the path with these people right now on this timeline? Why you think that? Why you think that? So you can come into union with your twin flame. Everybody that's on your timeline is going to put you in union with your twin flame. And some type of, let's think about it, right? All right, I got a problem with ex-girl right here, right? I got a problem with ex-girl. I'm doing XYZ, just FYI. I'm not talking about a particular ex-girl, right? I'm doing XYZ here. I got a problem with ex-girl right here, right? In the midst of me having this drama with ex-girl, I meet Balamuki. I'm like, what you doing here? She like, shut up, be quiet. I told you. You're not about to leave this man right here. I told you, you're not leaving this man. You about to throw your whole relationship out and I put you in a kingdom marriage, something you've been praying for since you was a child. Somebody that is going to help you, appreciate you, assist you, bring out the beauty in your eyes, and create with you. And you want to lead them. Shut up, be quiet. Okay? Now I'm in union with my twin flame. Okay? I mean, why girl? Right? I mean, why girl? Why girl? She want to send mad Hoodoo towards me, right? She want to return to sender. No problem. I'm telling the truth. Return to sender. I'm gonna keep telling the truth. All you doing is making me speak up even more, even more, even more. She opening up my throat chakra more than she fucking know. She steady burning candles on me, burning candles on me. I feel the flame under my ass. I can feel the flame in my ass fucking crack. Every time a bitch light a candle on me, I feel the fucking flame. You want to return to sender. You want to return to sender. Okay, it's just going to make me speak out. It made me see you. It made me hear you. Okay. I'm in meditation, right? She doing hoodoo. She stuck at hoodoo. I'm suppressed that. I'm past that. I'm over here praying to God, right? I got mad deities on my side at this point, right? Because the first one I met made me shut the fuck up. So when I shut it up, I started hearing clear, right? So now I got another one that's doing hoodoo, right? And in the midst of me hearing clear, me, Robbie, Alexis, the person that is on this spiritual journey, same as everybody else, you know? When we shut up, like we do when we in church, right? When we shut up, we start hearing what's really being said. We start seeing with this eye of what's really going on, right? So you got somebody that's doing hoodoo on you. They burning mad candles on you. They returning the motherfucking sender. They sitting up here doing cord cuttings, banishment spells. They got your picture in the center of their motherfucking star. Confirmation, right? They got your picture in the center of a motherfucking star. They got your shit on emojis. Sigils and shit. Every time they see you on the screen, they drawing a motherfucking sigil on you, right? You in meditation with your deities. At this point, you already lost somebody. You already physically lost somebody. Everybody that's on my page, everybody that I am teaching this lifetime has physically lost somebody close to them. I could bet $20 on it right now. They have physically lost somebody that is close to them. That's close to them. That already did contacted them. So, all right, we meditate. We call it in our ancestors, right? We call it in our ascended masters. We meditated. Our ancestors come and they like, you want me to beat this bitch ass? You're like, you want me to beat this bitch ass? You hear it. It's getting louder. It's getting louder. And then you like, is that my ancestors talking to me? They like, fuck it. You already invoked me into your life to intervene. You already told me when you was praying on a normal day, on a normal ass day, this is not hoodoo. When you praying on a normal ass day and you invoke your ancestors and you set up that ancestor altar and you do veneration on Saturday and Sundays, right? On the weekend, you doing veneration, Saturday or Sundays. When you was cleaning the motherfucking toilets, when you was like, you know what, just give me a better job than this one that I just had, right? They gave you a little better job, but you invoked your ancestors to intervene into your life. But you got this bitch over here, or this nigga over here, that's sitting up there trying to throw you a curveball and stop your praying on Saturday and Sunday. They lighting candles on you, they cord cutting, right? They doing banishing spells on you. You like, should I return to sender? Your ancestors, people that have reached the level where hoodoo is not necessary. It's not necessary. You don't have to return to sender. Returns to sender is you doing the cord cutting, you doing the banishing spell, I was about to say something, you doing freezer work. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is stay on your path. You're a light worker. You're a light worker. Light workers don't return to senders. They don't return to sender. I'm not going to throw darkness at you because you do darkness at me. I'm not going to touch shit I'm not calling hoodoo shit, but I'm not touching shit because you threw shit at me. Let me tell y'all how this one, example, how this came to me. About 9 months ago, 10 months ago, right? I had a download. Actually, no, let me take that a little further back. Let's just say it was the end of 2023. I physically lost my son July 2023. When he went to go get his new contract, right? And my ears got very quiet. He was like, "Ma, I gotta go somewhere real quick," right? I was thinking of all ways that I was thinking of all crazy ways that a person that had did death magic on me. I was thinking about, man, I was thinking about a whole bunch of shit. Just imagine, you know, I'm human. All right, just imagine. Just imagine. And God intervened in that and said, bitch, your karma will be different from their karma. Your karma is different from their karma. I will beat your motherfucking ass till you black and blue if you unalive anybody this lifetime. I'm like, why? They did it to me. It's like, this person, this ain't no motherfucking, this person don't know better. They don't know better. They don't know what they do. They don't know their powers. But you've been doing this for a long ass time. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Now I'm talking to somebody out there. I'm talking to somebody out there that literally wants to return to fucking sender to somebody. And I'm telling you right now, you know better. You know better. You know better. If you don't know better, I'm telling you right now, you are better. You are better. Lori just said the standards is different. That's right there. The standards is absolutely different. God holds you at a different caliber. Is that the word? They hold you at a different standard than they holding somebody right here. This is why you can't even, this is why when you show up in a room, you can't associate with certain people. It's because you are being held to a different standard. People will say, I got a God complex. I absolutely have a God complex. What you mean? Me and my deities is the same. I am her and she is me. When you look at me, you don't see Kali. You look at me, you don't see Kali, then you ain't seeing Kali. You're not seeing Kali, but me and Kali is the same. When you look at me, you don't see Durga. You don't see me. Then you ain't seeing Durga. If you don't look at me and you don't see God, then you're not seeing God. I bow to the divine goddess that exists in all. What you talking about? What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. All right. So now we got Z. We got letter Z over here. We got old girl that's Z, right? I kept calling you the divine goddess in my dream the other night. Your dreams be on point, baby. Lori, your dreams be on point. Lori is a human dream catcher. Lori is a human dream catcher. Like a walking dream catcher. Like, I'm telling you, they've been on point. They've been on point. And I don't even text her my dreams, my downloads. I don't even text her my dreams and my downloads. I write them down, and then she will tell me, like, I had a dream about you. I will write my dream down, and a couple days later, she been on point. She been so on point with, she just been on point. That's the human dream catcher. I'm telling you, that's what I'm gonna start calling my little dream catcher. Okay? My little dream catcher. I love it. I love you. Okay? Please don't ever change. Never, ever, ever, ever. Please don't. Okay? Now, We got Z person over here, right? We got Z. I'm still on Hoodoo, right? She said, you know what? I like that name. Right there, okay? The Divine Dream Catcher, okay? um, that's cute. I need to write that down. That's cute. Because I'm going to store your name as that. Okay. Store your name as that. All right, so now we got Z over here, right? Now, I did X, Y, and Z. X lost her mind. Z, she lost her mind too. But X made you contact God. Well, a God contacted you, right? Not made you contact a God contacted you. Y, X, Y is your ancestors contacting you, right? Your ancestors telling you to let them intervene in your life. Let them handle your light work. Like, come on now, this ain't nothing. People live and die every day. People live and die every day, B. Okay? They live and die every day. Our ancestors really, okay? Listen. It's important that we read because it's important that we read. Some humans that die, right? They go to the ancestor realm. Okay? They go to the ancestor realm and they stay there for quite some time so that they can assist us, right? And quite some time, it might seem like, they're not there forever. They're not there forever, okay? So our ancestors, when we venerate them and we help clear their generational karma, right? We get rewarded for that. So my ancestor told me, don't do any death magic. Now, let me go back, right? Let me go back before I get to Z, right? My great-grandmother put a hex on the person that had killed her daughter. She put a hex on him. He ran into traffic. He was yelling out her name, Eva, walked right into traffic, right? Now, this is how this went. Let me get the story, okay? Let me get a whole story on how this went because I know y'all just heard me say Eva, right? This is how I know that this is anyway. So my grandmother, Essie, right? My grandmother Essie, her name is Essie, right? I'm telling y'all, this. I'm talking to somebody. I will just call her. My grandmother Essie, right? She had a daughter, her oldest daughter, right? Her oldest daughter name was Eva. Eva was supposed to be with this man in her restaurant. She was an alcoholic. She no longer wanted to be with him. She was leaving him for somebody else, right? She had children already, aka my mom, which is her oldest daughter, right? The man, Sean Preston, okay? Preston Sean is actually his name, Preston Sean. He walks into the restaurant and he says, Eva. She turns around, he blows her chest in with a shotgun. Instantly dead. He went to jail. My grandmother went down to where they was at. My grandma had told her, do not go to the restaurant today. Don't go. Do not go. She still took her ass to the restaurant. You gotta listen to your elders. They be knowing. Okay? Took her ass to the restaurant, got her chest blew in, she died. Right? This was supposed to happen. But this is karma playing out in myself, right? So she goes to the jail, she visits the man, she put a hex on his ass. She said, "You're never gonna forget my daughter. Every day for the rest of your life, you are going to remember my daughter. You are going to live with the fact that you have killed my daughter." This nigga get out of jail, he go crazy. He was being crazy. They released him from jail early because he was crazy. He just kept calling out her name. So they felt as if he had some type of remorse. This is a hunky donkey town. So of course they don't care about black on black killing. This is way back in 1968, I believe. 1968. Okay. So, you don't gotta erase that, Lori. So, when he gets out of jail, he walking up and down the street. He just saying, Eva, 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 Eva. Eventually, he can't take it no more. Drove himself crazy, walked into traffic, killed himself, right? That ghost, all right, that ghost, he's not settled. He's not happy. So what he does is he shows up in people that, have weaknesses in our lives. Okay? And they attack people in our family. I figured it out. So as I'm venerating my ancestors, I throw my man in the mix. Right? I'm like, nah. He probably the daddy or one of these kids or something that my grandma had. She had a lot of kids. He probably the daddy. I'm gonna venerate his ass. I'm gonna ask him for forgiveness, to forgive my grandmother. Because he's not happy being a ghost. They're not happy being a ghost. They're not. I know it's a difference in being a gay day and being a ghost. It's a difference. It's a big difference, right? Big difference. A gay day is a spirit that do I want to explain this? I don't want to explain it. A gay day is a spirit that is essentially, if I had to tie it into this religion here, it is essentially a forgotten ancestor that nobody has venerated. But he has found a family within the other gay days, right? With the mama and the daddy of the gay days, okay? All right? Respect. A ghost, right? A ghost is, they don't know nothing about this pantheon over here. The ghosts. They don't know nothing about this pantheon. They just wander around the world causing chaos, right? Wanting revenge, wanting to attack. Wanting, not attack, attach, right? And so you can, depending on how fresh and how much this ghost is showing up in your life, you can venerate this. You can help walk this spirit into the light. And that's what I did. When I cleared this shit right here in my real life. Okay, I'm not talking about white girl, but in my real life, I cleared this. I started doing ancestral veneration work, and I remembered this person. I said, oh, okay, you showing up on old girl. I don't want you attached to her. Okay? She don't deserve that. you know. So when I was in my hoodoo mindset, Spirit told me, hey, you got a choice. It's the chariot card, right? You got a choice. You got a choice on whether, and I remember this from this reading that I did yesterday, right? Shedding old skin, having a death. I'm telling somebody right now that it's time that you shed certain layers of this hoodoo um mindset that you have, and remember that you too are a God. Okay? You can't do death magic on somebody because you feel as because at the end of the day, the attachment that they have on them, aka a Lilith, incubus, a succubus, they don't want to be a mom. They don't want to be a mom. But God gave them that child to wake them up. God gave them that child to wake them up. Okay? So this is why a lot of females we come in contact with that want to do hoodoo, they be having kids, right? They be having kids, but maybe they don't have custody of their kids. Maybe they're not, so good of a parent, or they wasn't so good of a parent at a particular time. And now they're getting their shit together, or they're going to get their shit together. So this is why I was born in the United States. So the women that I come in contact with, I am to help them either be a better mom to the world if y'all don't have any kids, or I'm to help you be a better mom to your actual child. Okay? Help you remember. Okay? Not help you like, okay, I gotta help you do this or do that, but help you remember the type of mom that we were born to be in the United States. The type of woman that we were born to be in the United States. All right, now we're going to Z girl, right? Now we're going to Z girl, XYZ. Z, hoodoo. Back on hoodoo, right? Light workers and hoodoo. Okay? This overall. Don't forget the subject. Alright? And how the darkness wants to destroy your relationships at all costs. Hoodoo. Z girl. Z girl lost. She lost. All she know is that she feel like somebody is in her energy. Somebody is attacking her. Somebody is, whooping her ass up and down. It's somebody. It ain't her. It's somebody, right? So she meets you online, or she meets you at the grocery store, or she meets you at wherever she meets you, right? Almost done here. So she meets you there, right? And y'all talk, and you like, yeah, I do candle work, I do tarot, I do this, that, da 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 da. So she hit you up and she like, can you help me? My boyfriend is, do I want to say that? I don't know, but my angel number on the clock, right? My baby birthday on the clock. She like, my relationship just hasn't been good. My boyfriend is not he's not responding to me like I need him to respond to me. And, we just been having problems. I don't know what's going on. I really love him. I think he loved me. Last Christmas, we was talking about getting married. This Christmas, we talking about breaking up. Okay? And she like, can you just help me, like, just get my shit together? All right? She like, this is my twin flame. That's what she's saying. This is my twin flame. Okay? You like, oh, I want to help her with her twin flame relationship, right? What are you supposed to do for her? Like, this is a real question. What are you going, as a hoodoo worker, what are you going to do for her? What is it that you're going to do for her? Like, can anybody answer that? Anybody can answer that? Anybody, just throw something in the chat. What is it that you can do for her? You're going to, what are you going to do for her? You are going to give her a love oil, and you're going to say, You're going to give her a love oil, and it's going to make him more attracted to her. Right? All right. So when she put that oil on for a week, or she out of it, or you stop selling it, right? Or she don't have the money to pay for it, right? Because that's how karma works. She buying oil from you, and then all of a sudden she don't have no money to restock. You ain't about to send it to her for free though. Like, come on now, you don't know this woman like that. You like, all right, maybe you will send it to her for free. Now you enter into her karma because you're giving her some free shit, right? Now you enter into her relationship problems. You start having relationship problems because the karmic debt has to be paid. You have to do your own work, right? Or maybe you tell her like, hey, you can. I'm not no longer selling the oil. You got the oil book in front of you, right? You're like, I'm not no longer selling the oil, but this is how you make the oil, right? So she looking at it, she like, I love this. I turn right to Cali page, y'all. I turn right to Cali page. Exactly what I'm getting ready to say, right? So you're no longer making the oil, right? You give her the oil ingredients, but okay, what did Lori say? The standard is different. Just because I wouldn't give instructions for a ritual or directions to use. Lori said I wouldn't be given the instructions for a ritual or directions to use or do something. Still give that person karma. Wait, wouldn't giving the instructions, rituals, or directions to use still give that person karma? It depends. It depends. I was coming to read a different message that you had said. The standards are different, right? You know that your ingredients work because you asked divine for these instructions. She told you you need to pray over your oils, and these are the people that you're going to share it with, right? Maybe, or maybe you was talking to a spirit. My baby is laughing at me. Maybe you was talking to a maybe you was talking to one of those lustful spirits, you know, that was guiding you on how to make some money or how to draw people in or whatever the case is. But the damn sure wasn't giving you no instructions on making people stand on business that they need to be standing on anyway. So when you get into a relationship, right, with your partner, you and your partner, of course, need to be on the same page spiritually, right? So you want to get them a ritual? You tell them, hey, here is some prayer beads for the both of you. Okay? These are prayer beads for you and your partner. You put them on the same page. If he end up leaving, guess what? He wasn't on the same page as her spiritually. You can't be lighting love candles for them when you get to a certain standard, right? Now, I'm talking to a hoodoo practitioner that is like, well, this has been working for me. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I use Z person as an example, as somebody that's in a relationship, because you should not be going to a practitioner that's not in a relationship for relationship work. And that practitioner should be giving you the same type of advice that she would give her partner. She should be giving you the same advice that she would give her partner. Okay? If somebody is having relationship problems, right? All right, let's go back to the doctor. Example. You go to the doctor. You're supposed to be going to see a dietitian, right? Because you need to get your weight under control. You've been eating too damn much. You don't know why you eating. Whatever the fuck. You getting big as fuck. You go to the doctor. This motherfucker big as fuck. He telling you, you gotta stop eating all them motherfucking Twinkies and shit, and you looking at his ass like, how the fuck you get this big being a nutrition? He like, I went to school for 4 years. Bitch, but you're not living by an example. Are you gonna listen to that doctor, or are you gonna leave that doctor office talking mad shit about that doctor? Like, yeah, this fat motherfucker gonna sit up here and tell me, y'all, my mouth is crazy. This fat motherfucker gonna sit up here and tell me I need to lose some weight. His bitch ass need to lose some weight. He don't know shit about what the fuck I got going on. I'm fucking stressed. Look like his fat ass fucking stressed too. That's what the fuck you gonna say. So when something go wrong with Z person, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to try to hit a they're going to do a they're going to do an unconscious return to sender. And I'm saying an unconscious return to sender because that person don't really know, they don't really know nothing about their magic, because you didn't introduce them to their magic. What you did was you gave them a clutch. You said, you know what, go get the candle. You gonna get the candle. Oh wait, what is it that I had told somebody? Ooh, I told somebody to do some dirty work. Okay, look, what you gonna do is you gonna tell them, put that person in a jar. Sweeten the jar. You gonna put their picture in the jar. You gonna pour some honey over their picture. You gonna write them a love letter. You gonna put some flowers in there, and you gonna let that motherfucker come back, knowing damn well that person, you don't know that, right? You don't know this because you're not really doing a reading. You just know that your client is sweet. They're having relationship problems, but you don't know what's really going on that other end. Okay, nobody is really telling the truth in this age and time when it comes to what the problem really is. Okay, this is why I got a truth spell going, because I'm like, man, what the fuck is the problem for real? So when clients talk to me, I'm like, oh, this is what the problem really is. Okay, you just gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. So this is why I say, like, hoodoo is dirty work. It's dirty work, and it's time that we wake up and realize that we gods having a human experience. Y'all need to step y'all God complexion up. Okay, y'all need to step y'all God complexion up. Don't let nobody say, oh, that's egotistical or none of that shit. All right, it's egotistical. The fact that I'm gonna keep a motherfucker tied to you, aka a karmic, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, some fucking debt, a coworker, a job. I'm gonna keep all that shit tied to you. I'm gonna keep all that tied to you, instead of teaching you how to clear that shit, how to move up out of that shit, how to get through it. Everything that we are going through and that we are experiencing as light workers is literally sent. It's being tampered with by darkness. Everything, every single thing is being tampered with by darkness to see if we are going to release our twin flame connections. Okay, to see if we are going to let the deities go, to get us off of the path. It's no coinky dink that, okay, I'm going through some shit. I don't know what's on that. That don't even look, that's folded up so neatly. That don't even look like something I would do. It's no coincidence that everything that, we are experiencing is right when we start doing the dirty work. You get distracted. You can't come on here. You can't do the dirty work. Durga is our twin flame. What y'all talking about? What you talking about? I ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, baby? Look. He's so cute. So yeah. If you lay in your spot, can't nobody see you anyway. You act like the bed is a twin size bed. All right, y'all. That's it. So Lori asked the question, wouldn't giving instructions for a ritual or direction to use or do something still give that person karma? And I think that it depends on what the ritual or direction is. Okay? Because rituals aren't always bad, directions aren't always bad, but I hope that this message is for those people that want to be in union with their twin flame and really, you know, like, really just like, I wish I had my baby little light beam in here, y'all. I'd be his, what is that thing called? That little light beam Nas have. That it ain't no sword. Huh?
Lightsaber?
The lightsaber. Yeah. It will be public. It will be public. It's gonna be public, I promise. It's gonna be public. So, Kali, at the delusion of things, it is Kali, time, who will devour all. By reason of this, I am called Maa Kali. Since you are the one who eats Maa Kali himself, you are known as the supreme primordial Maa Kali, or the destroyer. Since you are the devourer of Kali, you are Kali. In the original form of all things, therefore you are known as Adi. Adi, Adia, Adya, the primordial goddess. After dissolving all things, you remain alone, formless, ineffable, and inconceivable. Kali is the destruction of incarnate, the destruction that is brought about by constant generations in life bearing. She also destroys the veil that Mahamaya has eluded up onto us. She she comes like the black night that brings in the wake of the dawn. Without her, there will be no death and therefore no life. Terrible is the face she shows to the haters of the divine, and ruthless is the mood towards them. Intolerable of hypocrisy, she deals roughly with all those who are false, treacherous, indifferent, and non-negotiable. Her hands are outreach both to strike and to censor, for she is the eternal mother. Her love is also intense as her wrath, and her compassion as deep. Only the great and the strong and the notable worshippers are hers. They accept her blows and know that she will melt whatever is negative in their nature and mold it into strength and perfection. She can achieve for us in one day what one might take years for us to achieve by ordinary means. Nothing can satisfy her short of supreme, her highest heights and the noblest aims. One of Kali's great devotees, Ram, wrote this about her. O Mother Kali, you dwell in the cremation grounds, so I have made my heart burning pit where you can dance. One desires burn in the congregations of my life. To watch your blazing dance, Lord Shiva lies beneath your feet, gaping up at your dance while I sit waiting on my funeral prey. Look for you with closed eyes. Okay? I love that. I love that. Close your eyes and look for Maa Kali in everything that you are doing. Okay? Everything that you are doing. Know that those that are negative towards the divine, right? The divine mother, her children, her light workers, her light, her darkness, those that are negative towards it, she got them. She got them. She got them handled. Okay? Don't let darkness stop you from doing your light work. Don't let darkness stop you from having multiple funerals and deaths and births. Do not let darkness do that. Okay? Everybody is coming into union with their twin flame. Whether it be this lifetime, next lifetime, today, tomorrow, yesterday, whenever. Okay? If you have experienced a loss, you're going to experience the gain. Okay? Okay. So, I love you guys, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will catch y'all in y'all dream state, in the astros, and my husband giving me the signal. He doing the dance. All right. So I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. It's 11:11. Yep. Make a wish, y'all. It's 11:11.